Hey, it's been a minute or two since I made a video. Got a lot to talk about. So, first and most importantly, we got our bucket. Got the fuck it bucket. We went. It was a 90-day process, basically. 90 days total process, and that was between getting getting yew tree seeds and other tree seeds for. Oh Jesus, I have these on set to drop. I'm in the middle of doing in the middle of salvaging right now, so I keep fucking I drop my herbs that I salvage because it's such a minimal amount that it doesn't really add up to much. So anyway, want to show you something new. I want to show you something that's been placed in my lap because of this game. Basically, it's called a coral run. Yes, a coral run. Pillar coral fragments. They come from. I go to Shimmering Atoll, and there's a box there called a tarnished chest, and you pickpocket said chest, and you get, and it's about 1 in 14, you get a seed. So you pick them, and what you're gonna want to do is set up your spirit tree to or your ring to go to Great Conch. Now, when you look over on the map, you'll see this building, this beautiful building over here. You need to do a Tortured Tortugan's quest, I believe that's what it's called, I think. Now, the significance of this pillar coral is it's the secondary ingredient in making a super hunter potion, which super hunter potions give you 150 XP a piece, basically. So it's basically like an extra herb run. Now you go down in here. This is called the nursery, the coral nursery. There's two patches. Some people will be doing the higher tier coral. Like I've heard some people that are going to be making the Armadil brews or whatever the hell they're called. Um, I'm doing these just because the grow rate and the yield rate is more steady. Because you don't obviously you're not going to pay you don't pay to protect them. You also can't compost them either. It's just you get. Um, basically, yeah, it's an added. There's now an added herb round every 160 minutes, and the yields are pretty cool. The yields are pretty nice. So yeah, we hit 99 farming. Um, really glad to have done that. Uh, I got the bucket the day before I finished farming, so that was kind of a kick in the balls. I had to go through all the farming with buckets. And that kind of had me really annoyed. What are you burying? What are you digging for? Look at all this. Look at this yield here. Holy fuck. Yeah. So coral runs are now a thing. I'll do a little update on. Oh yeah, you can't use that on there. Once I put this away, once I finish this herb run, I'll give you a little update on the herbs that I have stocked up. So thus far, between the other video and now. Um, We've done a lot of herb, just been a lot of herb runs and coral. Coral. I just found out about coral the other night, so I just started doing coral runs too. But it could be seen as an alternative for some. Like some people might just do coral just for long-term herblore gains. Like I'm obviously doing both. I mean, I'm trying to max, and that's my second to last skill. So herblore obviously is my main purpose right now. Sailing, I just do salvaging. I just sit there and AFK. Like today, I'm gonna get 95 today. We're in the middle of a huge nor'eastern snowstorm. So look at that. That's 15k Herbler XP just from being here, grabbing that. It's just an extra. It's an extra thing. Yeah. So there's about 12 inches of snow on the ground, so I have off. I think the next few days actually. Just hoping the power doesn't go out. It's hitting New York like a fucking hammer. But yeah, so we're off work at the moment, which is great. 5, 6, 7, 8, which is great because I hate working. and doesn't everybody? No, I don't mind my job. Yeah, fuck's sake. I have all my herbs, like I said, switched to I have them switched to drop, but then I'm getting these specific seeds from sailing, so I keep in between herb runs, with I end up with herbs that I need that I have to that are dropped. They get dropped because I have the option set, and I think I'm just gonna start saving them and just only plant Harlanders because it's getting really annoying now. Now that I'm thinking about it, I keep having to fucking right click clean. Anyway, the bucket's new. The dragon square is new. This right here is actually part of the best NMZ range setup you could ever have. My little bone crossbow with Abi and such on and so forth. We're almost at 60 mil range now. I think that's like we've gained like 3 mil XP since the last video, something like that. Um, I'm really enjoying the game right now, and finding out about like coral farming. Now, to get the secondary, you might have wondered, on Great Conch there are blue crabs, and you hunt said blue crabs, and then you turn them to paste. Now, from what I've gathered, it's around 100k hunter XP an hour to gather your crabs. So at that point, if we call it 100k an hour, they're 136 per crab. So call it call it 735 pastes an hour. So if you had if you had 5,000 coral, that'd be a nice little chunk of coral. That'd be 750k Herbler XP. So that would um, be like 6 hours. So to get your secondaries, essentially, if you could have thousands of the coral, and then it'll take you a day or two to get the thousands of the crab paste, because that's the 100k rate is just what I've heard whispered. I don't know the truth. I haven't done any of them yet myself, and I won't until I have a nice chunk. Um, One thing I'm lacking that is just pure laziness uh, is I just don't have a explorer's ring. I run from Valley all the way to the patch. I don't know if it's nostalgia. I don't know if I'm just autistic, but I just the run gives me a chance to just open my head for a minute and then get back to the herbs. And it sounds really stupid to some of you, but yeah. Also, it's in memory of making tiaras. If you know, you know. I don't play anymore, unfortunately, it looks like. Huge player, though. But anyway, let's go dig this out of the ground. Oh, great. More herbs to have to drop. Is this Avanto? What the fuck? Yeah, it's because it's because um I keep using my seeds that aren't Harlander, because I keep getting them from salvaging in between herb runs. But I decided what I'm gonna start doing now. I just decided this now because this is annoying. I'm gonna be just putting seeds that I get from salvaging right into my bag. I'm not gonna waste my time with them. Relationship with other herbs is over until I'm done with these Harlanders. Actually, down like I think I had like 900 or something on the last video, so we've just been pumping them out, man. Now let's drop them on the ground. So, sake, man. Yeah, we just been pumping out the seeds, pumping out the herbs. Um, really, like the bucket might not seem like much more bigger of a deal than it is. Like it's a big deal. It's a good thing. Great, but like it was a looming like RNG goal that was stuck over my head for almost for 3 months, and it was starting to like not mean it was demotivating in the way that like it was like, oh great, we have to fucking keep making these buckets and blah blah blah. Like it just when I got it, I remember when I got it, I was watching Dragon Ball Z or some shit, and I fucking dead herbs. And I fucking looked over. I'm like, I'm just doing the Hispori just like every other fucking day, like just ready to go dry again. And I was down to two U trees. I was down to two Hispori seeds. So what I was gonna have to do is I was gonna have to go back to tot and do more tot for more U seeds to get more Hispori. It was just like it seriously was fucking getting me pissed off. Like it was making me, it was making the game a little bit more unenjoyable than it normally is. So yeah, I was a bit butthurt. I'm not gonna lie. But we did it. It's over. The bucket grind is done. Um, so yeah, now it's just the herb runs, the herb runs, the herb runs. Once I'll park this. I'll show you guys what I gathered since the last video. I think I must have at least, if you add the coral in, which I do now, I add the coral in as an herb in itself basically. So that being said, I think we're gotta be close to over 10. We've taken in over 10,000 herbs since the last video. And the last video was about 2 weeks ago. So like we're pulling in like several hundred herbs a day, and that number has been growing significantly from getting the bucket. So that being said, we're just coasting through now. Got the harmony patch, gotta love it. The disease free room. That's called I don't know if I told you. I think I talked about it in the other video, but that's called the disease free room because none of the herbs in there will disease. Woohoo! It's very very ingenious. Let's pick this shit out of the ground. You're gonna make me run over there? No. Okay. Yeah, as for the bucket, like it's gonna run out in 7. Thing is though, that gives me like a solid, probably I would say, I probably have like another week worth of compost, so that's cool. But then once I run out, what I do is I go to Master Farmer and I just camp Master Farmer. I found a new spot that it basically spawns and it stays in a three spot radius. So basically you just let it move, stick, then you got 5 minutes, let it move quickly, then you got 5 minutes, let it move quickly. It's the closest thing you can really get to having something just snagged up, which I'm pretty sure isn't possible anymore. Like they don't want that to be a thing. I mean it is what it is with Ardianites. Like it's times gone by, it is what it is. But for Master Farmer, they don't want you to be able to just have it snagged and do nothing. So that being said, it's nice to have at least a place where it's only a couple seconds of downtime in between Master Farmer, because between last video and now, I really honestly, when I think about just expediting Herbler XP, doing contracts is really just like, it's more for your tree seeds in the future if you want to go that route, if you don't want to do mole. But like I I rather would fucking do Master Farmer than getting my herb seeds passively through contracts. I just really and I like thieving, and the fact that I can basically call it 100k XP an hour, that works for me. That's a nice number for me. Like I'm a person who right now their goal is 200 mil agility. I'm at like 40 mil, getting like 60, 75 or 60k an hour, 70k if I really pay attention. So yeah, let's see what we got. Put these fuckers in the bag. Schnikes. So tons of seeds, obviously perfectly stocked in seeds. A lot of seeds. Once we run out of these Harlander, I am going to plant irits. Lots and lots of irits. That stack there is going to be fairly large. We have over 5,000 Harlander now since the last video. Um, it's been our main cup of tea. All this excess seeds are from sailing, from the seeds I get while I'm on the high seas. But like I just said a little bit ago, I'm just gonna start taking those seeds and just putting them in the bag. Because I want to burn through these Highlander. I want to burn through them. It's gonna be nice to see like 1,000 or push, 1,000 seed push basically. But yeah, pretty much updates on what's going on right now. Next up is 99 sailing. We're gonna be picking away at that over the next week. And the next time I see you, I will have some progress to show for Herbler, hopefully. So, best of luck.